Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the English Learning Podcast by Mark and Emma. I am Mark, and as always, I am deeply grateful to be here with you today.
Good morning, Mark, and hello to all our listeners. It is a beautiful day to learn and grow together. How are you feeling today, Mark? You look a little bit deep in thought.
Honestly, Emma, I am feeling a little heavy today. Not bad, just thoughtful. I've been feeling a bit stuck lately. Do you ever have those days where you feel like you're doing everything right, but you aren't actually moving forward? That's how I feel with my English, and honestly, that's how I feel with my life.
I think everyone listening can relate to that feeling, Mark. It is a very human thing to feel. It's like you're running on a treadmill. You're working hard, you're sweating, you're tired, but when you look around, the room is exactly the same. You haven't moved an inch.
Exactly. That's it. I study my vocabulary, I listen to podcasts, I try to speak, and then I have a day where I can't remember a simple word or I feel too shy to say hello to someone in English. It makes me feel like I'm failing. And then that feeling spreads. I start thinking, if I can't even master a language, how am I going to change my career? How am I going to be the person I want to be? It feels like one big mountain I can't climb.
It's interesting how we do that, isn't it? We take one small struggle, like forgetting a word, and we let it become a mountain. We let it tell a story about who we are. But Mark, I want to ask you something. When you feel stuck, what is the first thing you usually do? What is that first reaction in your heart?
I usually try to work harder. I tell myself I need to study for 2 hours instead of 1. I get strict with myself. I stop having fun with it and start treating it like a heavy burden. I guess I try to force the progress to happen. I get angry at myself, Emma. I think, why are you still struggling with this?
That's so common. We think that if we are harder on ourselves, we will get better faster. But life and English doesn't really work that way. Imagine you were trying to grow a flower. If the flower isn't blooming, you don't scream at it. You don't stay up all night staring at it, demanding that it grows right now. You check the soil. You give it a little water. You make sure it has sunlight. You change the environment, not the flower.
That's a beautiful way to put it. I think I've been screaming at my flower lately. I've been so focused on the bloom, the perfect English, the perfect life, that I forgot about the soil. But what is the soil in this case, Emma? What does that mean for someone like me?
The soil is your mindset, Mark. It is the foundation of everything you do. It's the way you talk to yourself when no one else is listening. If your inner voice is always saying, "You're not good enough," or "You'll never learn this," then you are planting your seeds in dry, rocky ground. Nothing can grow there, no matter how hard you work or how many hours you study. You have to nurture the ground before you can expect a flower.
I definitely have some rocks in my soil then. I find myself comparing my English to yours or to people I see online. I see them speaking so smoothly and I feel so small. I feel like I'm standing still while everyone else is running past me. It makes me want to hide and stop trying.
Comparison is the fastest way to lose your joy, Mark. It is a thief. When you see someone who speaks fluently, you are seeing their final result. You aren't seeing the thousands of mistakes they made in the dark. You aren't seeing the days they wanted to quit. Your journey is yours alone. Your English is a bridge to your new life, but you have to build that bridge one brick at a time. You can't just jump to the other side. You have to trust the process of building.
I like that. One brick at a time. Sometimes I try to carry 10 bricks at once and I just drop them all on my feet. It's exhausting. But Emma, how do I stay motivated when the bridge feels so long? When I feel like I've been building for years and I still can't see the other side through the fog?
By changing what you celebrate. Most people only celebrate when they reach the destination. They only feel happy when they get the job or speak perfectly. But what if you celebrated the act of showing up? What if you felt proud of yourself just for being here, right now, listening and learning? That is a victory. Every time you open your heart to a new word, you are winning.
It's hard to see it as a victory when I still make the same mistakes I made last month. I feel like I'm repeating the same scene in a movie over and over again.
But mistakes are not signs of failure, Mark. Please believe me when I say this. Mistakes are signs of action. If you are making mistakes, it means you are using the language. It means you are alive and trying. A person who never makes a mistake in English is someone who never speaks English. Which one would you rather be? The person who is silent and perfect, or the person who is messy but growing?
I'd rather be growing. Definitely. I don't want to be silent anymore. It's just the messiness is uncomfortable. I want to be the version of myself that is confident. I want to feel like I belong in the conversation, not like I'm an outsider looking in.
Confidence doesn't come from being perfect. It comes from being okay with being imperfect. Think about a child learning to walk. They fall down constantly. They look silly, they stumble, but they don't sit on the floor and think, maybe walking isn't for me. I'm so embarrassed. They just get up because they know it's part of the process. Somewhere along the way as adults, we've forgotten that it's okay to stumble. We became afraid of the ground.
We become so afraid of looking foolish. I think that's my biggest fear. I'm afraid that if I speak and make a mistake, people will think I'm not smart. I'm afraid they will see the real me, who doesn't know the grammar, and they will lose respect for me.
But Mark, your intelligence has nothing to do with your vocabulary. You have a whole world inside of you. Thoughts, dreams, feelings, experiences, and English is just a tool to let them out. If the tool is a bit rusty right now, it doesn't mean the person using it is any less valuable. You have to give yourself permission to be a beginner. Even if you've been learning for years, you can still have a beginner's heart.
A beginner's heart. I like the sound of that. It feels lighter. It feels like I can breathe again. It takes the pressure off the bloom.
It should feel light. Growth should feel like an adventure, not a punishment. When we connect English to our personal growth, we realize that every time we push through a difficult conversation, we aren't just practicing verbs, we are practicing courage. Every time we listen to something we don't fully understand, but we stay curious, we are practicing patience and resilience.
So you're saying that learning English is actually a form of character building? That the struggle itself is making me a better person?
Absolutely. Who you become during the process of learning English is more important than the English itself. You are becoming a person who is resilient, a person who can handle discomfort, a person who is open to new ways of thinking and seeing the world. Those qualities will improve your life much more than a perfect accent ever will. Your English will fade if you don't use it, but your courage will stay forever.
I never thought about it that way. I always thought English was just a skill I needed to get so I could check it off my list. But you're saying it's a way to grow as a human being. That makes me feel much more motivated. It gives the struggle a purpose. It makes the heavy feeling I had this morning feel like training for a marathon.
Everything has a purpose if we look for it. When you feel stuck, it's often because you are about to have a breakthrough. Think of a spring. You have to push it down, 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 and it feels like there is so much resistance and pressure. But that pressure is what allows it to eventually jump high. You are in the pressure phase, Mark. Don't let go now.
I'm definitely in the pushing down phase then. I feel a lot of pressure. But I want to believe that jump is coming. I want to feel that lift. What can I do today, Emma? Not in a month, not when I'm fluent, but today, to start feeling that shift.
Start small. We often think we need to make giant changes, but life is made of small moments. Today, I want you to find one thing in English that you actually enjoy. Not something you should do, but something you want to do. Maybe it's a song that makes you want to dance, or a short video about a hobby you love, or just writing one sentence in a journal about how you feel right now.
I used to love watching cooking videos in English. I love seeing how people make things. But I stopped because I thought I should be studying business English or reading news articles. I thought cooking wasn't serious enough.
Go back to the cooking videos. If you love them, your brain will be open. Your heart will be engaged. You will learn more from 10 minutes of something you love than from an hour of something that bores you. Joy is the best teacher we have. When you follow your curiosity, the language follows you naturally. It doesn't feel like work anymore.
That sounds much more sustainable. I think I've been treating my life like a list of chores. Learn English, be productive, exercise. It's all so heavy and gray. I want to find the color again. I want to find the joy in the process.
And remember, Mark, your environment matters. Not just the physical space around you, but the mental space. Who are you listening to? What kind of messages are you putting into your head? If you fill your ears with kindness and hope, your life will start to reflect that. That's why we do this podcast. We want to be that voice for you and for everyone listening. The voice that says, it's okay, you're doing great. Keep going.
It really helps. Just hearing you say that makes my chest feel less tight. I think I've been holding my breath, Emma. I've been waiting to be good enough before I allow myself to take a full breath and enjoy my life.
You can breathe now, Mark. You are already good enough. Your English today is enough to get you to tomorrow. And tomorrow, you'll be a little bit different, a little bit more experienced. Don't wait for a certain level of English to start living your life or feeling confident. Start being that person now, in the middle of the mess, in the middle of the mistakes.
In the middle of the mess. That's exactly where I am. But I'm starting to see that the mess is actually where the magic happens. It's where the learning is real and raw. It's not a textbook, it's life.
Exactly. Perfection is a wall. It stops you from moving forward because you're too afraid of a crack. But imperfection is a door. It lets you walk through into new experiences and meet new people. I want everyone listening to think about that. What door are you afraid to walk through because you think your English isn't good enough? What if you walked through it anyway, with your shaky English and your big heart?
I think for me, it's reaching out to a colleague I admire. He's from another country, and I've been afraid to start a real conversation because I'm worried I'll run out of things to say or I'll use the wrong tense.
What's the worst that could happen if you run out of things to say? If you just stop for a moment?
We might have an awkward silence. I might have to use my hands to explain things. I might look a bit confused.
And silence is okay too. Silence is just a pause. You can even say, I'm sorry, I'm still finding the words in English, but I'm really happy to talk with you. That honesty is so attractive, Mark. It shows you are brave. People respect bravery far more than they respect perfect grammar. People want to connect with a person, not a dictionary.
I never thought people would respect me for struggling. I thought they would judge me or think I was lazy. But you're saying the struggle is what makes the connection real.
It changes everything. It turns your weakness into a strength. So for everyone listening today, that is our challenge for you. Take one tiny, imperfect action. Don't wait until you feel ready. You will never feel 100% ready. Ready is a myth. There is only now. Send that email. Say that hello. Ask that question.
I'm going to send that message to my colleague today. It won't be perfect, I can promise you that, but it will be sent. I'm going to step through that door.
I love that. It won't be perfect, but it will be sent. That should be a motto for all of us, whether it's an email, a conversation, or a new project. Just send it. Let it be messy. Let it be real. You are building your bridge brick by brick.
Thank you, Emma. I feel so much better. I feel like I can go back to my soil and just take care of it today without the pressure of having to bloom immediately. I feel like I can be kind to myself again.
You're very welcome, Mark. And to everyone listening, thank you for being part of this conversation. You aren't just learning a language, you are expanding your soul. You are becoming a global citizen, someone who can bridge the gap between cultures and hearts. That is a beautiful thing to be. Don't ever forget how special that is.
It really is. I'm proud to be on this journey with all of you. It's not always easy, but I think it's going to be worth it. I can feel it in my heart.
It is worth it because you are worth it. Take a deep breath, everyone. Be kind to yourselves today. Recognize how far you've already come. You aren't the same person you were a year ago or even a month ago. You are growing, even on the days it feels like you are standing still.
I'm going to hold on to that. I'm growing even on the days it feels like I'm not.
Keep that in your heart. We believe in you. We are so proud of the effort you are making, not just in English, but in your life. You are taking steps toward a bigger, brighter version of yourself, and that is the most important work you can do. It is a privilege to walk this path with you.
Thank you, Emma. This was exactly what I needed to hear. And I think it's what our listeners needed to hear too. I feel like we've all taken a breath together.
I hope so. We are all in this together. Let's take those small steps, one by one, with a smile and a lot of patience. We will be here with you every step of the way, cheering you on.
See you in the next episode, everyone. Have a wonderful, imperfect, and beautiful day. Go do one small thing that makes you happy.
Goodbye for now. Take care of your heart and your English. You've got this. We'll be waiting for you next time.